Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Missouri's offense will go on the attack first. On the move, it's Lanning. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Missouri wants to go fast. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags
receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With jet sweep pass. Runs through a tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Marshall. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Give to the running back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Glow. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll pull it on the read. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Missouri wants to go fast.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Bulldogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fakes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Wants to throw on first down. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Okay, ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Fit it in the window for the score. That That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. On the run, it's Lanning. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, they rep this play every day in practice, 50 times? Simple hitch route. Quarterback puts it right on, and receivers just got to finish the play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Punt is in the air. And the returner will be knocked down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. Snap it to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldog. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Got room to work. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Missouri gets to the line quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to try to get it himself across the 25. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the...
Going for the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Ole Miss found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Oxford. An SEC clash and an impressive showing That could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Missouri wants to go fast. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in. Down he goes again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable?
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Got his man on the right.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Finds a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to run it. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Instead of running the traditional option where the running back is the pitch man, nice job by the offense, getting creative, getting a way to get their speedster, a playmaker, a receiver the football in space, and he does the rest.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Rice. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Release to the back. He's got him this time. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Big fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Gets out of bounds after the big game if they've got it first and goal.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is
touchdown, Mississippi State. And the stomping has commenced. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did. And don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving out of the pocket.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Shakes off the defender. He get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Under fire. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Back to pass on second down. Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Looking to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They send the tight end in motion. On the move. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A little trickeration, looking to throw. Fires to the right. And they pull it off. He's got it for the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snapping it to the up back, completing the pass.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Mizzou has it back, and the offense coming out on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bitonio. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. All wideouts, no backs. Going right to work up top. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Westbrook. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got his man. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under fire. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game. And now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
They'll give it to the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Lowers those pads. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. A lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And man, is that just indictment of the day? Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.